What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Today we're gonna go over another banging Revenant build for y'all with the Verity's Brow that got a nice little buff, doing an extra 140% damage with our grenades based on what it was before, with that ×5 in the death throws. So we're gonna be using this for a nice little prismatic strand build for you, using the 4th magic on this Verity's Brow. Weapon final blows with a matching type that is the same as your grenade, grants you death throws, which also provide grenade bonus and grenade energy. So nice little combo that we got right there. When we have death throws and throw a grenade, our allies gain increased grenade regeneration as well, so they can spam their grenades on top of what we're going to be doing with this setup that we got going on. Now, right here for Prismatic, you can really switch this up to anything, but I built it into hard strand because we're going to go with this for Harmonic Siphon to get even more orbs of power to proc, Healing Rift with Burst Glide, Arcane Needle so we can have 3 of our slides with our Lightning Surge right there. Threadling Grenade right here is going to stack up a good juicy amount of damage that we're going to have because of death throws, as well as having even more of those Threadlings going around with our super and our Weaver's Call right here with our class ability and that Healing Rift. Very fun little strand prismatic boy we got going on. Fortress of Solitude, if you will. We got ourselves the landing of the Prismatic. Rapid precision hits, emits that severing blast from targets, while Transcendent, the severing blast is bigger. Sorry, just kind of had a little giggle because I am reading like I'm in 3rd grade, but y'all know exactly what I'm saying when I'm reading it, don't you? Alright, next up on the list right here, we got Faucet of Courage. Arc Solar Void abilities do more damage to those affected by darkness debuffs, so that Lightning Surge in our slide gonna do a little bit more damage on those strand debuffed targets, and gonna have that a decent amount with this build. Facet of Sacrifice is number 3 on the list right here. Well, we have an Arc Solar Void buff. We're gonna have that ability Final Blows grant us more Darkness Transcendent energy, so we're gonna get Transcendent pretty quickly with this build on top of it, because of the slide is gonna give us a good chunk, plus we're using Darkness energy a lot, but this will help us on top of that. Number 4, we got Facet of Awakening. Rapidly defeating targets with lightness or darkness or super final blows generate elemental pickups. So with this, we're going to create some nice ionic traces with our arc slide, I should say. We're going to get a bunch of strand tangles to proc, which is probably my favorite part of this build, if you could ask me. Facet of Devotion, second to last. Defeating targets affected by stasis or strand, we gain bonus transcendent energy with the light version this time. So again, becoming transcendent even faster than we did before because of those devotion as well as sacrifice over here. And then last but not least, we got Facet of Justice. While transcendent, our ability final blows cause targets to explode, which is actually pretty cool because of our grenade damage that we're going to get causing explosions, as well as that slide going around with the Lightning Surge. Pretty disgusting in my opinion. Now right here, of course, we're going to be using strand weapons, mostly in the grenade launcher form actually, but first off, we're going to cover our beautiful triple 100s with Resilience, Recovery, Discipline for this build. That's what I would stack it out into for sure. For that end game, you want Resilience at least at 8, I would go with. Recovery at 100, Discipline at 100, or as close as you can, definitely as your first 2 options. Over here, Powerful Friends to share the love with Armor charged by 1 when we pick up our Orbs of Power. Special Ammo Finder, which you will see why in a second, for our weapons as well as Harmonic Siphon. So we're going to create Orbs of Power with all of those strand final blows that we're going to get. Grenade Kickstarter, super important, so we can have that grenades up in the Threadling form all the time with how this build's going to work, and our nice beautiful Verity's Brow up there. Impact Induction, getting our grenade back again even faster because we're doing damage with our powered melee. Fastball, throwing those grenades even farther. Resistance, totally up to you and the content that you are going into, with Recuperation, Orbs of Restoration, Rapid Absolution right here, so we can get our abilities back. That's what these 2 are going to grant us, and then a little bit of our health on top of that because of all the orbs that we're creating with our strand weapons, as well as Reaper right here, and then powerful attractions. When we do use our class ability, all those orbs that are in a nice little neat nearby circle from us are gonna get a beautiful little attraction and get to pick up all by themselves. Bomber right here, our next option, so we can get a good little chunk of that grenade energy back. Again, Threadlings literally everywhere. Tusk of the Boar is our beautiful little weapon right here, so we can have that strand synergy that we're talking about with chain reaction, that explosion, as well as sever going on because of slice. It is a sweet little combo that we got with that right here. Even more healing that we're going to have with Red Death Reformed. That's one of the reasons why we have special ammo finders, so we can have Tusk of the Boar up, as well as Cataphract right there is super beautiful as well, because we got that explosive light envious assassin, so we can juice the DPS. Now, last but certainly not least, we got ourselves our beautiful little combination of Unstoppable Pulse Rifle with Overload Breach Load Grenade Launcher, Rapid Impacts to get that faster reload on our grenade launchers. Super nice for both Tusk of the Boar as well as that Cataphract GR. Right here, Concussive Reload using the grenade launcher to damage a boss champion or break combatant shields, causes that weakening effect on them. Super nice for especially that Cataphract and doing damage with our heavy GR. Kinetic Impacts, definitely a super fun little one that we got going on as well, because we can stun those unstoppable champions with our heavy, as well as cause a little AoE extra bit of damage on them as well. But with this, we're definitely going to be using our wave frame, that Tusk of the Boar, the most to get death throws to proc, using our grenade basically consistently to get a lot of damage going on. We're going to have Threadlings going everywhere with our class ability. With our super, we're going to get healing, we're going to get our abilities back, we're going to get so much of those tangles which we throw, causing DPS on enemies. We're going to get Transcendent very quickly, in my personal opinion, and then that death throws does also work inside of our Transcendent ability, so super nice little addition to that there on top of it. But again, these builds are super fun this season, love making them, makes a lot of good content for you guys, got a lot more coming out, builds, guides, etc. So be on the lookout for those. With that bell, if you don't already hit it, as well as the subscribe button, helps me out, helps the channel out. Y'all will get those notifications so you can get onto these videos, get ahead of the competition ASAP, in my personal opinion, but also share the love with your fellow guardians, you know what I'm saying. Again, appreciate all you guys for coming back to the channel, means a lot to me, means a lot to the channel. Everything inside of the YouTube realm says thank you. I say thank you, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.